Here we go, folks. I'm back. I am back, and we did it. We did it. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute here. Let's get this thing started, folks. Let's go.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Hey, welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. This is your host, your couch writer, Raven Jermaine Lockett, and man, I'm so happy to be here with you today. And for those of you who are just coming through, I'm happy to see you too. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. Hey, I did it. You know, I usually wait to make announcements a little bit later on, but you know what? I'm so excited that I finally did it, y'all. I got turned in the final paper for my master's degree. And even if she completely bombs me on the paper, I still get it. I still get an 81 in the class because I had 96 overall. It's over, baby. It's over. I'm in there. Got my degree. This thing is done. Never going to school again. Ever. Well, until a couple weeks from now when I have to go to the Senior Non-Commissioned Officer Academy or whatever for the Air Force. But that's cool. That's different. That's just leadership and that's just having fun or whatever, doing me, leading people and making dreams come true or whatever. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But I ain't going to school no more because we got the masters. We in there. All right. So now that I said that, let's go and get this thing started. Let's see who's in the room. All right. So Lisa's already jumping in. You know how she do. She jumps straight in. She hits the hard facts, and then she's like, I'm out. Lisa, how's it going? She says, hey, Jermaine and Cam Rue, I think we made a huge mistake signing Melvin Gordon. Can't wait till football to start this season. Okay, football season to start. I appreciate the comment. Everybody's going to have their different opinions about it, and I got a few myself. It might be a little different than what everybody's thinking right now, but think of the movie Replacements. And you'll see what I'm thinking about that here in a minute. Let's see. Lisa says, by the way, her birthday was quiet, or my birthday was quiet last Tuesday. So sorry we missed your birthday. I don't know if I'm singing on this show or whatever. Just happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. All right. That's just for you. Okay. Delicious says, what's up, Couch Rider Raven and Couch Rider and Cam? Cam is somewhere out there. We're searching right now. We had to go ahead and call the police and get him drug in. We'll put a special escort to get to the crowd of fans to get here to the studio tonight. He will be here. He has been sent the link, and we're looking forward to seeing him soon. So if you see him, tell him quit trying to get Brooke to cook me dinner and get over here and get to the show. Next. I appreciate you, Lisa. It was long, hard work. It was like a good year of work. And to be honest, I was kind of frustrated because I had to go back and get it. Because I thought for sure, I got the bachelor's, I'm good to go. I shouldn't have to worry about school anymore until I got denied a job offer. And somebody said, hey, man, having a bachelor's is like having a high school degree now. So you have to actually go for the next step. And I'm like, what? And they were like, the only reason you didn't get the job is because you didn't have your master's. I'm like, are you serious right now? So I had to do it. So I knocked it out in 12 months. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. So now enough bragging about me. Let's talk about you. Shout out to you because we sitting here at 1187. We just need 13. We lost one. They'll be back. Find me 13 people who want to hear original sports perspective from our couch to yours. That's the Couch Rider Raven. That's the Couch Rider Report. That's what we do here. If you can find this, if you can find 13 friends, I'd appreciate it. Matter of fact, if you find 13 people to get us to 1,200, we'll do a raffle. Just saying. Remember how we did the one raffle? We got the gift certificate. We'll do that again. Give me the 1,200. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, for your motivational moment, let's talk about it. Motivational moment, folks. I had to think about this one long and hard. And pause. It comes from Ray. Ray said, with all the things I've been through, the number one thing I've learned is that we're supposed to help people through this world. It's the number one thing that he's learned throughout all the things that he has been through is that we're supposed to help people through this world. The reason I brought this quote up is because it is on my signature block at work with my emails that I send to people. And I truly believe it. I do it through the church. I do it when I can. When I see somebody who is in need, I find a way to help them. There have been people that may have jumped in my inbox and probably asked for things, and I find ways to help them out as well, whether it be giving resources or other things. So, nothing that's illegal or anything like that or stupid, but just finding ways to help people is important to me. Like today, there was a member in need, and my buddy and Roger and I, we loaded up and we went and helped this person out because we love them. And we just want to look out for them. We want to find ways to help people. And I promise you, when you go and find a way to help somebody out of your way, it's going to come back to you tenfold. So don't do it for just you. Do it because you want to be those helping hands that somebody else needs. That uplifting hand when you need it will be there when you need somebody to be there for you because you were there for somebody else. That is your motivational moment today. All right. So if anybody else is in the room, you can go ahead and comment, and we'll go ahead and jump into Melvin Gordon. Like, all right, look, y'all. I know it looks bad. I know that this guy only had like 2 touchdowns last season. I know he was cut in the middle of the season. I know that since 2015, he has led the league in fumbles with 20. I know that he is not the guy he used to be in 2016 or whatever. And I know that we're not expecting him to be number one. But right now, with the way things are going with the running backs, the way they're making phone calls, trying to basically form their own little association that is going to make a stand against the NFL, we could be looking at some of the top star running backs getting ticked off enough to say they're not valued and they're not going to play. What do you think of that? What happens if we go into the season and JK and Gus say, you know what? I'm not going to play. Or you know what? I'm going to show up to the show late. Cameron's there, y'all. I'm kidding. No, he's like, I truly believe as soon as he gets started here, but I'll keep going. The running backs right now, they're in a very tough situation because they're not being valued. They're being put to work like crazy. And here to come and put in the work is my main man, Cam Rue. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, the Barry White of rap, y'all. Let's get it. Cam Rue in the building. What's good, man?
Trying to get this daggone thing to work, I guess, because we ain't been on here for years. But daggone thing,
light skin in the dark.
Like, what we doing? No, we ain't going on that. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I hear you just fine, man.
I feel like I'm in a dark room, like I'm being interrogated.
So, yeah, I'm like, dude, where the light at, man? Like if I had no light like that, you'd be like,
I got the gray thing up there. That's why.
Yeah,
not so dark back here. All right,
dang man, if I had that type of light, and it'd be like extra dark on me. I got the ring light on right now, you know.
I had to change this back.
Oh, look who's here! Who got here at the same time you did?
Brooke, I saw her.
I what y'all do? Hang out? She actually cooked for you, didn't she?
And she ain't cooked. I ain't seen Brooke since Brooke seen Brooke.
Oh my goodness!
Hey, everybody.
What's happening? All right, so DC says is it low key a compliment that the best running backs in the league felt that Dobbins was worthy of being included in their collective bargaining? I think it is. I think he has. I
like that until he said it.
What'd you say?
I said I honestly didn't think about it like that until he said it.
Yeah,
I didn't think about it like that at all. I just thought, well, his contract was up. But yeah, Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
I think they're gonna pay. When it comes to NFL, they're trying to pay you for what you're gonna do, not necessarily what you did. Uh, Based on that potential and that upside, a healthy J.K. Dobbins can be a dangerous force, and we saw that in the last 4 games of last season. But right now, like, based on that potential, which means you ain't did nothing yet, and that's exactly the bargaining chip that the Ravens or front office is going to use. Like, hey, you have not had that 1,000-yard season. Hey, you are not the premier back that we want you to be in the NFL yet. So we are going to pay you enough for a prove it deal, but we're not going to pay you top dollar. And so that's why he throws his hat in the ring with all these running backs that are looking forward to getting those major paydays because they have shown a significant amount of talent. And don't get me wrong, like the dude has shown some significant talent. It's just the fact that right now the running back market is what the running back market is, and until they can get together and get this price dripping up a little bit, I believe they should be getting paid just as much as a tight end. In my opinion, like they got to be getting paid Mark Andrews type money, or they shouldn't be stepping on the field. To be honest, and I know that's a selfish statement, but you got to look at it like, hey, our quarterbacks right now are getting paid $52 million a year. They ain't even asking for a full 20. They asking for about 18 mil a year. 17. I say 15 to 18 mil a year. If you can get the running backs average salary and in that type of ballpark, then they'll come to the table and they'll be ready to negotiate. Right now, this boy getting paid scraps.
And if you look at every position's going up as far as the franchise tag is concerned.
Yep.
Every position is going up except the running. Actually, the running backs is going down. It was 11.5. I think it's like 10.1 now.
Yeah, and I mean they had a solid argument. There are kickers out there that are making.
They're making more. Yeah,
they're making more.
Justin Tucker is making more. Shoot,
they can make more right now than JK.
Oh, he's definitely making more than JK, but JK wasn't even on the list.
I think he's making more than Gus right now too, right?
Yeah, he's making more than Gus. No, he's making Justin Tucker. I believe is making more than not somebody on Baltimore.
Yeah,
who they show. It was that article I was reading, but I think he could be lying, but I think he might be making more than Saquon. And that's a shame when Saquon is the team. He's not just the running back; he's the team. There's no Saquon, Giants make no playoffs. That's it. Period.
I mean, like they can take a trashy quarterback and they can turn it into something because they have Saquon. Like,
I don't know why they think, for some apparent reason, I'm up north, y'all. I'm in Jersey, you didn't know. Some apparent reason I had a disagreement with somebody, and they were like, oh, watch, they're going to be all right without Saquon. I said, really? You think Daniel Jones is the truth? You really, Brian Boldingle, he's there. If you really think I don't need a one quarterback whisperer in the league right now, and his last name is Shanahan. I don't know any other quarterback whisperer. I'm sorry. You call everybody else a quarterback whisperer. Maybe Andy Reid. But I don't know any other quarterback whisperer.
I think Andy Reid, because of what he did with Michael Vick. I think that was phenomenal.
But you talking about athletes, like you talking about Pro Bowl quarterbacks that you're talking about here now.
Right, I mean, look at Matt Castle. He came over there and he had scored 27 touchdowns with Matt Castle.
Where? When he went to Kansas City?
In Kansas City.
I don't remember Matt Castle being in Kansas City.
Yeah, he was there.
Alex Smith. Yeah, Alex Smith there. He's always had a top. I'm the only reason I say Shanahan because if you make Mr. Irrelevant irrelevant, you make Mr. Irrelevant relevant. You did some things. Nobody's done that before.
Yeah.
Anytime you Mr. Irrelevant, you don't even make the team. Mm-hmm. And if you do, you don't see the field. And if you do see the field, you're not doing that well at all.
Yeah, I think it's significant. And he's been able to do with quarterbacks.
Starting quarterback for the 49ers, regardless.
Yeah.
How it goes there.
That's not like with the Ravens, though. Sometimes we take a running back that may not have been as significant.
Right.
And they turn into something. So, like,
Yeah, but the reason I'm bringing that up is because I'm defending Saquon for the fact that without Saquon, there is no Giants. And they're talking about that some people feel like they can do good without Saquon. So you're not going to replace what Saquon gave you. I'm sorry. His vision, him being an elite catcher of the ball, blocker, and runner, obviously, of the ball. You're not going to replace him. You're going to do what you got to do, brother. I'm about to go get my food. But I see you sipping on the soda. He still ain't getting.
It's like Caribbean Splash Mountain Dew. It's pretty good. Oh man, it's fire.
I'm sure.
It tastes so good. Once it hits your taste buds, it's like, yes.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Anyway, Cameron's going to get some food, and while he's doing that, let's still talk about it. So, when it comes to the running back position, they're expected to do so many different things. They're expected to block, pass block. They're expected to go out for passes out the backfield. They're expected to run routes like a wide receiver. They're expected to block, and so basically it's a tight end that runs the ball. So they block and they pass catch and they run. So there's a lot expected out of a running back. When the winter months hit, what's the coach's game plan? The coach's game plan when the cold weather hits on first and second down, and sometimes and the majority of the time on third and short, you go into your backs. You're putting the team on the back of the backs. So therefore, you should be upping the paycheck of the running back. And Baltimore and all these other teams are not necessarily coming to the table with the chips that these guys deserve. I'm not saying roll out the bank of a quarterback, but I am saying give these guys a little bit more credit, a little bit more profit. Who's the first player we're usually drafting when it comes? Well, I guess unless it's Jamar Chase. But other than Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, once they're off the board in fantasy football, we're drafting usually running backs. We're usually going after our Christian McCaffreys. We're going after our Saquon Barkleys. And when Ezekiel was actually good, we were going after guys like that because we wanted that powerhouse, that guy who was going to put the whole game on his back and score a couple touchdowns, and rack up about 100 and some yards, whatever, on 20 some carries because they was being used like that. And now that we have like the twins, the twin backfields and stuff, or the dual running backs, it's a little difficult, or even running quarterbacks. Sometimes it takes a chunk out of what the actual running back can do. Good times. Anyway, so let's keep going into the comments. Let's pay some bills here. So Brooks saying she was here first. And then Brooks said, she said, I've seen a lot of Cam on IG. She's been watching them on IG. Mainly because, dude been over here doing all types of cool stuff, man. It's been great. Watching him doing like different sets on movies, knife training, boxing, different workouts to where like he is stabilizing and working on those core muscles. It's been pretty cool watching his stuff, man. Watching him work. That's cool. I try to get my work in, but I ain't putting it on camera because it's kind of embarrassing. Anyway. Delicious says the premier backs definitely with 15 mil that'll help them come to the table. Yes, absolutely. They get in that ballpark. But the reason I was mentioning Gordon is the reason we want to look at that for a couple of reasons. I'll bring him up here just a second here. All right. So reason number one, versatility. He's known for his ability to run between the tackles. He actually catches passes out of the backfield. He blocks effectively, and he's a versatile threat in both rushing and passing plays. So Melvin can do these things. Yes, he has a downside with the fumbles, but he has that ability. And you got to think about it. Since 2016, other than 2022, this guy has had like 8+ touchdowns a season. 8+ touchdowns a season. That's something that we can definitely use. People say he is this year's basically the third-string running back like we had last year. I can't remember what his name was. But he's this year's that guy. Anyway, so then he also brings the experience. That comes that leadership, the guidance to the younger players as far as the roster goes. The goal line presence. We're looking for those goal line backs, and we don't want to bruise J.K. Dobbins or Gus up with like that. Maybe just throw this guy on the goal line. He's shown proficiency in scoring touchdowns in short yard situations. It could be crucial for the red zone offense. He's been decent in pass protection as far as picking up blitzes and protecting the quarterback. Then he's been, he could be complementary to Lamar Jackson with his running style. So it could be, he's mobile. With Lamar Jackson's mobility, he can provide that balanced attack and open up the additional options in the Ravens' offensive schemes. He's got playoff experience, y'all. He was actually on the practice squad last year for the Chiefs. And so being able to watch their running backs and what they do, he's been able to learn a little bit from that, from a team that was in a division that he got kicked out of. As far as he got kicked off of the Donkeys. I mean, the Broncos. Excuse me. I don't want to be disrespectful. They're the Donkeys, yes. Anyway, but consistency throughout his career, Gordon he's demonstrated his consistent performance. Even though, like I said, there's upside, but there's also downside. He's got those fumbles leading the league in him, but he's had some upside throughout his career. He's run a respectable rushing average. I think the last time he did score 100 yards, or he racked up 100 yards, was in 2021. I think it was Week 18 against Kansas City. They lost that game, but the dude had 110 rushing yards, and I think he had a touch on that one. But he's also injury insurance. So, we view Gordon as a reliable option to provide depth and insurance against potential injuries to our running back group. We've seen it. Our guys have been injured.
That was the answer. That's why we signed him.
Huh?
That's exactly why we signed him.
Yep. And then it's just the offensive scheme fit. He fits the system, and it's a team-friendly contract. And then the final reason of why he's here is if these running backs get together and say, no, we're not playing unless you're paying us big money, this guy's basically a scab.
If JK can really sit in that boat with them in that aspect, because if he does hold out, it's going to devalue him even more. So he has to play. He don't have any leverage.
Right now, he having a little fit right now, it's where he didn't show up.
The main reason he having a fit is because Justice Hill and Gus Edwards both are getting paid more than he is, and he's the starter.
Yep.
That, to me, that is ass backwards, but
Yeah, that's when you gotta say, give me something. Like, I just say, hey, I'll come to the table for $7 million a year. You know what? And then have incentives. You hit milestones, you get more money. You want $3 million extra? You run me 1,000 yards. They will get you $10 million a year. You get us to the playoffs on your back with plus 10 touchdowns. Tell you what, there's an extra $3 million. You want to make $6 million on the incentives? Come to the table, start at 7, and we'll work our way up.
I mean, I think that's the best thing for him anyway. Like, just restructure the last year's deal. I mean, if he stays, we don't think he's injury prone. I don't think he's injury prone. I just think that injury from preseason, because Hobbs had him out there, and Hobbs didn't know what was going to happen. It's rare that happens. Mm-hmm. What's the name? Bozeman misses the block, and the dude goes low trying to get there before Bozeman.
Yeah, I mean, these are things that the injuries are going to be injuries. Like nobody goes out there like, I'm going to get injured today, or I'm going to cause my teammate to get injured today. That's not the goal. Let me address this elephant in the room right here with this. Mountain Dew is so bad. No, Mountain Dew is a lot better than alcohol. So I don't drink. So having a couple of Mountain Dews, I'm good, baby. Let me have mine. All right, Lemon Big Red says, what's good, everybody? DC says, I would have preferred Kenyon Drake if we were going to bring in an RB3 4. I mean, I did like Drake. Drake was pretty cool.
Drake might not want to come in for the money that they're asking for.
Yeah. Lisa, what's this in context to? He said, there's guys who play in snow. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I got 3 kids from playing in the snow. Anyway, moving on.
What?
Lisa said there's guys who play in the snow or play in snow. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what's that in context to? Anywho, I ain't gonna go there. Brooks said, hey, Reg. Big Reg says, actually, you going after Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson first, then the wide receivers, then maybe the running backs. We're talking about a fantasy draft. I mentioned that earlier, so I mean, I can see where you're coming from. I can see that, like
I thought everybody always went for the running backs and the receivers first.
Yeah, I thought it was like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase, then Justin Jefferson, interchangeable.
Yeah.
Then the top running back, which was probably King Henry at the time, and then you go like Christian McCaffrey, and then once those guys are off the board, then you go out to Pat, and then I'll be honest with you, Well, Lamar slides a little bit in people's rounds. Like if he don't slide past me, I'll be honest. Like if I got the 5th pick or something like that, and Lamar sitting right there, pulling the trigger. I'm just like, yo, give it to me right here. Right here, give me my Lamar.
First round?
First round. But now I have a smarter strategy because Justin Fields is just as explosive in fantasy football. So I go out, I just let people go ahead and grab Lamar, and then I go ahead and go after Justin Fields later on, but able to pick up some of the better top wide receivers or like that. If I can go wide receiver, and then pick up a consistent, not all-star running back, because what happens is people pick up Christian McCaffrey. He has the best three games you ever seen. And what happens? He's on the shelf for probably like 6 weeks, so I ain't even worried about him. I don't go after Christian McCaffrey. I'm sorry. That's not my thing. I think I went after Henry once, and I think he got injured for a bit. Let's see. Lisa says Melvin Gordon has butterfingers with the football. Yes, he does. That's what kind of it did puzzle me because Harbaugh is really all about ball security. This guy is like probably one of the biggest coaches that preaches ball security, and right now I can see it. They walking through the lunch line, and he probably making Melvin hold the ball, and he probably went up, had everybody just trying to smack the ball out of his hand. Like, look, man, you gonna sit here and you gonna have this ball security. You ain't finna drop this ball on us, and if you do, that's it. You gone.
Y'all do know that a new running back coach is from Kansas City, right? So that's probably the reason why we was able to grab Gordon opposed to anybody else. That now it's starting to make a little sense. He did come from Kansas City opposed to any place else.
Hey, give me just a second, man. I just got my final grade from my teacher and for my master's program.
All right. Get them numbers.
Let's see here, folks. What we got?
What we got?
Five
on it.
I see a check. I don't see what she graded it is.
Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on, 6 with your old funky ass. Let's go.
Okay, she graded my mastery, General Saba, but she hasn't graded my thesis paper. But she did give me a 100 on my final video and a 100 on my mastery journal.
Sure.
So I need that final thesis paper. It's worth 15%, but right now my average in my class is what is my average? 96.82. Like I said, she got the full on give me, even if she gave me a 0, I walk out this joint with 81. With an 81.
That boy good.
That boy good.
That boy smart right
there. All right. Let's keep rolling here. We got a few here. Let's see who's new in the room. Chris is new here. What's good? Says Harv's can't wait to waste $3 million on the bench. That ain't his job. Like I think the job's mixed up, man. Like Harv's has probably got, he probably gets a say so, a great deal of say so. But honestly, I mean, the person dealing with the bank account and dealing with the general management of this is Eric DeCosta.
And he's not his incentives are 3.1, so there's no guarantee he's gonna get 3.
Yeah, it's up to. DC says, what master's program are you in? I just finished mine. Congratulations, DC. That's big. Oh, good on you. My master's program is in public relations, Master of Arts.
Congratulations to both of y'all.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, congratulations, DC, y'all. And it was hard. I was glad for it to be done. Let's see. Lisa says, I was referring to the players in Buffalo and Kansas City. What were you saying? I'm not sure what she was saying.
Oh, I'm playing in the cold?
And DC caught on to what I was saying as far as the snow. Oh, that's what that was about. Okay.
Unbelievable. This is it's a Christian show, sir.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right. You know you know how to make children's.
Yeah, the 24. What you have like a?
All right, Reverend.
It was a moist marathon.
All right, Reverend.
I should turn that into a full-on TikTok. I should have tagged Pat Queen in that joint. That'd been hilarious. He'd have probably been like, "What is going on with this guy?" Oh gosh. Oh, Brooks just caught on.
That's your boy, bro. That's your boy. Horrible.
All right. So the next thing I want to talk about was Zay Flowers. He's getting talks right now about Rookie of the Year. What are your thoughts on that?
I would love for that to happen. You have never had, other than Jamal, I believe, right? Did Jamal win Rookie of the Year? He should have.
I have to look it up.
He should have, but I doubt if he did. But I don't think
Wasn't Joe Flacco like a Pepsi Rookie of the Year, even though he played like trash?
Who?
Joe Flacco.
No, he ain't been a Rookie of the Year.
I'm pretty sure he made some like AP.
Hey, talking about a Rookie of the Week?
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that was Matt Ryan. He didn't win.
Oh, okay.
Flacco didn't win nothing. Not nothing.
Not a noun, another.
Not another.
Let's see here. Nope, sure didn't. All right. So, but yeah, when it comes to Ravens, rookies or like that. All right. As far as this one goes, yeah, I'm hoping for a solid season, but I'm also seeing all this talent that we have around us. I'm seeing Mark Andrews. I'm seeing Isaiah Likely. I'm seeing Odell trying to make a comeback here, and I'm also seeing the connection that Lamar has with Aguilar. And then, of course, just the other options we have. We have a really salty Rashad Bateman right now, who's going to come into camp with that chip on his shoulder, ready to rock.
I don't know if he's salty. He's just probably upset because he injured. I mean, what can you do, brother? You got to heal up. You can't do it, but
Yeah.
maybe the only reason he's salty because you get him on the field. It's going to be something nice.
Yeah, and he got to come to work. Knowing
come off the list, so we're going to see if he's ready to go.
Oh, it's like a lot of pie right now, right here. And he got to give up so many slices of his pie coming back to work. He got to give up some to Odell. He got to get some to Zay. He already know Mark got like 50% of the pie. At least that's what he had in the last offense. And I think they're still going to find ways to make Mark one of the features of this offense, and then everything else is going to be in between. I think from what Zay was saying in an interview, says he was looking forward to the X, the Y, the Z, and even the F slot or the F position. And I was just like, man, F position.
He played in Boston College, so
yeah,
he's used to. He said he's used to it. Like it doesn't matter. He said the more he can learn, the better.
Yeah,
the better opportunity he has. You know what I mean?
So the F position. This is really, this is actually something Lamar's got to work on for sure. As far as throwing to the flats. Being able to work on those double routes, and then lots of motion, huh?
Hold on one second. D, I'm talking about offensive rookie, not defense. We always get some on defense. I was on my offense.
Okay. Hey, thanks for looking that up, though. We appreciate it.
I knew Terrell did, but I'm saying as far as offensive rookie of the year, we never had one of those.
Oh, Kendall's there.
Huh?
My buddy Kendall. He says he may have the talent for rookie of the year. Don't know how that he'll get the targets, the numbers. I can agree with that.
I don't think he got targets. I think it's just his shape is phenomenal, bro.
Oh yeah, I think
he's got that killing him when I say that, and people take that the wrong way. They just think automatic cheetah speed. I'm not even talking about his speed. Like Terrell will shake you right there. Like Tyreek Hill will shake you right where you stand. Like he got that type of shake, or that he'll do that.
Mm-hmm. He'll shake you up in a phone booth. This is that dude.
Yeah, he got that shake.
On another note, just the side note, real quick, Kendall is now a Baltimore Ravens fan. He was a Denver Broncos fan. Life is a little hard right now with Russ Face over there, and he moved over from the Donkeys, and he is now. So,
is this in writing, Kendall? Have you said this yourself?
Kendall says since his buddy Jermaine Lockett, Couch Rider Raven, is retiring here in Nebraska, and since he's coming over for watching football games, he is going to be a Ravens fan. That's what's his words.
It's your boy.
That's my boy.
He's gonna come and watch the games with you.
Watching the games, baby. Welcome to the flock, Kendall. Welcome to the flock.
you good with that, Kendall? You good? You good? Just
He just couldn't. I mean, it's Russell right now. Russell ain't really on point right now.
When Russell leave, you leaving, Kendall? Is that what you're doing?
He just
Russell, pack up and go. Are you coming back?
works that no take back.
Happy birthday to
What'd you say?
happy belated birthday, I believe, to Lisa. She said,
Oh
something.
yeah. Lisa was Tuesday last week.
Happy belated birthday, Queen. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry we didn't come on. Look, I was finishing that last little video for my masters, and like I said, it turned out well. I got the 100%. So I just got to wait on that thesis grade, but it's coming. It's coming.
Boys can't play this year. Lisa, he gonna be out for the whole season because of the ACL team.
Oh, now he backtracking. He said, "I'm pretty sure I said there's a chance, but I can see it happening."
Oh man, no.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No, we don't want you, Kendall. You can just come on here. We don't want you to be no. I don't want you to be no Baltimore Ravens fan.
Is you is, or is you ain't my Raven?
To hear that you up here and down, here up and here down. No.
You got to be in. You have a deadline.
His deadline is over.
You got to sign your deal.
Sound right. His paperwork don't even sound right.
Sign your deal.
He sound like with the people be saying when you go up in there. Now they ask the kids instead of just filling out the gender, they ask them, "What do you consider yourself as?" I don't know if I want to be a Raven or Bronco today. You can't do that. No, brother. It's one or the other.
Sign your deal. Dotted line before the season starts.
Nah, it's too no.
Is it preseason? We got your preseason.
It's training camp. He got to know by Wednesday.
You got your Thursday?
Wednesday.
First
practice is Wednesday. He got to Wednesday. I'll give him that. I didn't want to give him the date because of what you just said and then how he was backtracking and not knowing what he wanted to do. I don't know how y'all letting this go. Hold on, let's talk to Brooke about this. Brooke, how do you feel?
All right, he signed a deal. You get this as you come to the block.
Giving away plates? What is that?
It's a plate. It's a plate, man. It's a nice little plate. He put his chips on or something. I don't know. This will be part of the deal. You sign the deal, you get the plate, and you put it up in the house somewhere. There you go. Little incentive for signing. All right, let's see. She said he sounds like Za'Darius.
You're right. Like Za'Darius Smith. Don't know if you want to come back here. Or
he want to find the text because he want to bring up the receipts.
Like since we on Za'Darius, let's talk about Van Noy. Okay. About the visit.
Mm-hmm.
You still sipping on that same can, huh?
Yeah. Got to, man. I ain't gonna finish just down it. I mean, the dentist said down it, but
that can't gonna last. That drink gonna last the whole episode. Let's go, man.
100%. I mean, we 38 minutes in. It's gonna last. It's good. All right. So, Pay the Bill says we need a commitment now, Kendall. We need a commitment now. I'm pretty sure he's probably looking through his text messages.
All right, Pay. Tell him, Pay the Bill. Tell him, Pay.
Tell him he got to be on. Okay, I will go look up the text message because he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, there's a possibility.
Mr. Lewis, I'm not good with you right now.
Kendall, we need that commitment. We need that commitment.
I'm not good with you, Mr. Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Don't be like who is it? Who is the Cleveland Browns fan that continues to come through and toss shade all the time? Wilbert.
Wilbert worried about the Broncos.
Wilbert was on the whole sign Lamar Jackson committee the whole offseason, the whole last year. I mean, he had every meme under the sun about signing Lamar Jackson.
Mr. Lewis has responded.
What did he say? He told Stacy, that's his wife, with you now retiring here, and us doing football hangouts, you may yet convert me to the Ravens. Well, come on, man, go play. Why you playing? Why you playing? You ain't got to play. You ain't got to play. He did say that. That was exactly what he said with his words right here.
Reverend Couch, you are not doing a good job, sir.
We recruiting. We heard this. It's in the process.
You ain't pull down the holy Raven oil or nothing on him. No, he is not. No. The devil's a lie. Mr. Lewis, you are a Bronco fan. You are a Bronco.
He says copy and paste it. Oh god.
Mr. Lewis, you are a Bronco fan. Do not come over here.
He said no flippity flop, no flippity flopping.
A lot of flip flopping. You dodging some bullets, boy.
None of that. None of that. We gotta get you over here, man. You got to be committed.
No, he can't come. He can't come now.
It's about commitment. They trying to call
you just welcome on the channel. You can't come now.
What they say? They said the doors of the church is open. Or the block is open.
Sometimes you got to close the book on some folks. The book is closed on you, Mr. Lewis. You are a Bronco fan. You stay in your place, sir.
You got the door closed on you, man. Oh man.
Sometimes you can't let him
chair back.
put fake money in the church's basket. No. What is that? Is that the money?
Oh, Brooke, that's just I am pretty good with the recruiting now. Come on now. I got Kira on board. Got my son halfway in the boat.
You ain't got your son halfway in the boat. Cameron is forever gonna be a KC fan. He want to be the winner.
Halfway there, like he said, he was like, I kind of like the Ravens. But I love my Chiefs a little more, but I like the Ravens too. I was like,
yeah, he only love the Ravens because he loves his dad. But he ain't switching boys.
That's all it takes, baby. He got enough love for both of us.
He said, I like Patrick Mahomes because him and I look alike.
Hey, there it is. There's the commitment. Told you, baby. Ain't no Marlowe recruiting.
No, I don't.
Welcome to the Flock.
I don't trust your lines. I don't trust your lines, sir.
We're here.
I don't trust.
We'll get the halfway, baby. We got the halfway.
Oh, Grandpa hat. Put that thing away. Who that wearing that hat?
We chose the Ravens. We good.
Somebody wearing that hat.
We chose that.
That's tough though.
Don't be hating on the hat. The hat that's the first hat. I think that was the first hat I got.
Yeah, you wouldn't wear that hat looking like a grandpa up in the air.
I think it was given to me like when I first.
Put the hat on.
No, there's a different purple hat. So there's a different purple hat somewhere.
Put the hat on, Grandpa.
I ain't putting the hat on.
Your grandpa couch on it.
I ain't putting that hat. I probably look. That hat is a little bit old, bro. It's old. I can't remember where I got it, but I think it was at a bar. I was a little tipsy one night. Like it just happened. It was like that one right there, and we caught it. It was a snapback hat, and I was like, "Oh gosh, it's terrible." All my good hats upstairs.
Even Mr. Lewis said the hat for your uncle. Your uncle, ain't it?
Oh no, the hat. He's talking about how I became a Ravens fan.
That's the hat.
Yeah, that's not the one. So it's that's one of the old ones, but I have an original Ravens purple hat.
Nice.
I thought it was nice. We were eating crabs. We were in Maryland. I was at my uncle's house, and I said, "That's a nice hat." When I saw him walk in the house, and he said, "It's yours, boy," and he put the hat on me. And I was a Cowboys fan at the time, and
it just messed everything up for you.
I was like, "Yo, this will be my number 2 team," and sure enough, it was my number 1 team within a year. So it was pretty cool.
What made it your number 1 team, Ray?
Huh?
What made it your number 1 team, Ray Lewis?
Oh, and Ray. So I was flipping channels. Michael Irvin had just got hurt. I was kind of ticked off about like my favorite player, Michael Irvin, playmaker, getting hurt, and so I flipped the channel, and I see Ray Lewis holding up a corner, like just talking to him. He ain't yelling at him, but he talked to him because it was a huge it was a huge penalty, right? And then after Ray talked to this dude, he scores a pick 6 the next play. And I was like, well, I'm on board. And that was it. I was a Ravens fan from that point forward.
When he was playing Tennessee or when he was playing Tampa Bay, he snatched up the receiver and was like, I'm a machine, jerk.
You can't hurt this.
Yeah.
I'm a machine, jerk.
That's a big game. He was like, I'm a machine, jerk. I'm a machine. They said Ray used to hit jokers, and after he hit him, he used to say, God bless you, son.
I'm gonna be back to bless you again.
Man, crazy. Oh man.
Let's see here. So they said Kendall, run, don't fall for the Ravens propaganda. It's purple Kool-Aid. What?
Reg want him out of here. Reg want him out of here.
Ain't you supposed to be with us, Big Reg?
Reg want him out of here.
I said that hat would go well with the Nike Real Master 12s. I cannot with you, bro. Do you see the hat older than me? Yes, it probably is. It probably is.
That hat looking like somebody look like he about to really go mow some lawns for real with that hat.
It probably is my cut the grass hat. I mean, I do have a couple of those.
About to get out there to track the trailer.
You got a couple of relics in here that is like a little old, man.
Grass.
Just let you know that's the loyalty, baby. That's the loyalty. You know, you got the old hat. When you got that fresh new hat, you already know that's just somebody who just they on board.
Dream hat. That's a straight Field of Dreams hat. That's like baseball for real.
You know, you build it, they will come. You know, you can just have it. You know what's funny about that hat?
You mow the lawn so much, you mow the football field in the backyard. That's what you mow.
I got a third of an acre, man. I gotta get out there and get to it.
I ain't bad at you. Go ahead.
All right. Brooks says, my dad had me as a Cowboys fan until I was old enough to know better. Same here. Steph Foley, he introduced me to football. He said, boy, I'm going to sit on this couch here. Let me tell you about the greatest team, America's team, whatever. I was like, cool. I ain't know no better. So I ended up being a Cowboys fan until I learned better. And I was baptized in the water of the harbor and came out a Ravens fan. It was easy. So, anywho, moving on. Delicious is dying laughing right now. So, Adit is in the building. Adit says, is the biggest fear that the running backs have is fewer high school players are going to prefer to be other positions and the running back supply will decrease over time?
They don't fix this pay. It is. You ain't going to have no running backs.
Yeah, right now, I told my nephew, this dude's like, I mean, he is built. I told him straight up, I was like, bro, don't be no running back.
Oh.
I was like, right now, skills positions and quarterbacks is where it's at. If you a skill position,
running back is a skill position. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, like skill position on the outside. I'm talking about corners and wide receivers right now. That's what the money is. Even safeties ain't even making that much right now.
They're making their values. Look here. They may not, but if you tag a franchise tag a receiver, a safety, and you tag a running back, you still making more as a safety. You can look at the franchise tag for a safety opposed to it's increased even more. You know
I think it has increased. I think that just the running backs and the safety. I think if we had to talk about pay scales, you know, the kicker average,
nothing.
The kicker average is still low.
Your back, like I'm on your heels, Jack. I'm about to make as much as you gonna make.
Yeah, so I'm like, kickers average is probably like wait, you know, it's low, and then there's running backs, then there's safeties, and then I'd say after safeties we'd go to the linemen. And then where are we going after linemen? So we would go there. I'd say offensive lineman. Then you would talk about the defensive line. I say offensive interior lineman. Then you talk about defensive tackles. Then your linebackers, unless you're talking about your premier linebackers. I'm talking about the average. And then we're talking your corners and wide receivers. And then that's going to be your tight ends, your corners, your wide receivers. And then you're talking about your quarterbacks as far as the hierarchy.
Kendall said something at the bottom as far as he thinks that Tariq and Devontae may have screwed up the market for. I don't believe that at all. You can't blame another position for screwing up another position. That's not how it works.
No, I think they elevated their.
No, I'm saying you can't blame like the quarterbacks. You can't blame anybody.
Yeah.
If you can't blame any position for screwing up one position, that's not how it works. What has happened is the fact that the involvement of the seven, because player safety, right? So I'm just going to break it down how it is. Player safety. So what happened? You're now playing more 7-on-7 all the way through, even in high school, well, all the way up to high school.
Yeah.
Play 7-on-7. So what's happening in 7-on-7? The running back is rarely being used in 7-on-7 unless you're catching the ball. So what has happened from high school instead of the pros setting the level for what type of offense we're going to run, it's college and high school that's setting the table for what type of offense you're going to run. So the best athlete is playing quarterback, most likely. So since that's happening, there's less running on most teams and more passing, just like in the league, right? There's more passing than anything. But there are exceptions when there are teams that Tennessee, you got to run the ball. if you're in any form of a Shanahan offense, I was gonna say spread out. I'm sorry, that zone, the zone running. You gotta run the ball. Okay, you can have I mean, the way Shanahan had it, just like you could just always come in and out with certain backs, but certain backs are special. McCaffrey is one of those backs that's special. Saquon Barkley is special. Saquon is the offense for the Giants.
Yep.
If they think replacing him with Robinson because they think Saquon may hold out, or they think Jones is better. I mean, Jones is going to be that much better of a quarterback. I beg to differ, homeboy. I doubt it. I doubt that very deep. I don't think Jones is the quarterback for the Giants, period. He's not that good, bro. And this is me being up here seeing everything because I'm in Jersey. I see it all the time. So, I mean, but everybody, we all watch football. But you can look, if you look at what he has, he's just not that good. I'm sorry. He's not. He's just, I don't care how many times they switched up the offense, whatever. He just, to me, he doesn't affect the team. That man behind you, I'll be honest with you, I don't care what offense you had. He's had little to no stars on the outside and has done more with less. So that's somebody that's special.
So he's talking about what he said. He said, but he means 1 to 2 deals and then get replaced. That's the average of any running back.
That's the average. That's how running backs are.
Yeah, by the time you get to that third deal, you're in your 30s.
Running backs only, if you think about the average for running backs anyway, it's 10 years, the most.
Yeah.
That's
year 8, the wheels fall off.
Yeah, you're not running. Look, Barry Sanders played, 10 years?
I can't remember.
I think he played about 10 years. Walter Payton, rest of soul, he played 13 years. I think same thing with Emmitt Smith. You get maybe a third contract, but you're probably gonna get that second one. But the problem is, I feel bad because if you're a running back, you shouldn't be on a 4-year plan. You shouldn't be on a 4-year rookie deal. You should be on like a 2 or 3 year rookie deal because they're not going to get they just like everybody else, they deserve to get paid.
Yeah. Now, if I have like if I have, let's say my rookie year deal, let's say I have 600 yards, 3 touchdowns my first year on the rookie or whatever, right? If I have a blow up year of 1,500 yards and 7 touchdowns or like that next season, I'm having my agent beat the door down to the front office. Like, I want my deal then because my legs ain't gonna be there forever.
So about when?
I want it in year 3. By the time I get to year 3, I want my deal.
That's the thing. You wanted. I'm sure Saquon wanted it, but they was going through with a new GM.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So all you can do is sign your 5th-year option. Like the whole Giants, since Gettleman was there, they just been in flux.
Well, that's when I would have been like, yo, to trade me. Like, if you ain't gonna pay me, trade me. But because there's a franchise out there that wants a running back that's the all-star.
Bro, if the fact that the fact they don't know, I think, well, if Saquon, if they really didn't want Saquon, I would have been trying to trade him and get a draft pick. Like, yeah, that's the thing that bothers me as far as that's concerned. Is like, you don't want to pay him. They were trying to pay him close to 10,000. 10 million. But the franchise tag is 10.1 million. He should be getting more than that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you were the whole offense last year, and you're talking about everybody he doesn't deserve the Christian McCaffrey money. He never said he wanted Christian McCaffrey money. He said and he said it plenty of times up here on the news. He said, I never said I wanted to reset the market. That's supposed to be the standard. Remember, every year, just like quarterbacks, you notice quarterbacks, receivers, everybody, corners, whoever's next up is resetting the market. That's how it's always been, to reset the market. You can't tell me just offhand that now the cap space is going up, you can't pay the running back? Like, just pay the man. Like, I don't think JK, does he deserve to get paid? Not a full. I think I would do reset his senior. About to say senior year. This last year on his contract, because he's been injured. You've been out of you. I'm like, if I'm Eric DeCosta, I'm telling JK, like, look, bro, I want to pay you. I think you're phenomenal because he is a phenomenal running back. But I need to see that you are fully healthy for a full year. Let's go. Let's figure something out. Come the middle of the season, we get the deal done. We can't get it done right now because you missed more time than you played.
Yep.
So unfortunately, for that second, he got hurt the second season. That's over. Then third season, you halfway in, halfway out. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to get your knee right.
Mm.
He wasn't explosive yet, but you can see it as the season went on. Even in that Cincinnati game, that's why I was happy that he was upset because we should have won the game. Just handling the ball. I don't even know why you thought this was Philly.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I don't know why he decided to go over the top.
And the thing was, it's a push play. It was a push.
He wasn't even out there. Gus was out there.
Yeah.
He gave Gus the ball. They didn't even try to get Gus the ball.
It should have been a tush push. I mean, Hurts did it like a couple of times, right?
I don't know why Huntley decided he wanted to go over top and be slick.
You ain't trying to make a Wheaties box, boy. Get the daggone job done.
Trying to be hero. That's trying to be hero ball.
Hero ball, man.
Yeah, don't play hero ball. He deserves to get paid, but he don't deserve a full. I wouldn't want to. Honestly, think about it right now. If I'm JK and I get paid right now, right? You're not going to get the max of your value because you have not done what you need to do, which is hit 1,000 yards or go to the Pro Bowl or both. If he does that this year, you damn right they're gonna pay him.
Yeah.
Just let him play out the season. But as far as him saying, like, look, man, I'm the number one running back on the team, but I'm making $1 million. They making 5.45 and 4. Nothing against them, nothing against my brothers. But if I'm the number one running back, I keep saying quarterback. So if I'm the number one running back, just help me out. Help me out.
Yeah, pay me a little something.
Like even you know what I mean. Just restructure the deal.
Right now,
or just restructure to add some incentives, like we've been talking about. Like look, that's a pretty damn big incentive though.
Yeah, right now he ain't really getting paid too much, man. He's over here, he having an Uber midweek. It's pretty sad.
I mean, if he's, I think he's 2.5. Just and this is the sad thing. Nobody's under contract next year. I thought Justice Hill was under contract. He's not under contract next year, bro.
Justice ain't under contract?
No, he signed for 1 year.
I thought he was on a 2-year deal.
Nobody under contract next year. All of them gone. I listened to all these the Raven podcast, and they were talking about it. I listened to a couple other podcasts that are affiliated with the Ravens. Nobody's under contract next year, so they got to get something done. But I would just tell them, like, yo,
the only one on contract.
Huh?
So I could have swore he was the only running back on the contract next year.
Nobody's under contract next year. The point, my whole thing is that just let it look, just fix it or give him some type of incentive. But I would not, if I was him.
Nah, he on contract. $2 million.
It may look like it. They said he ain't under contract. He ain't under contract. Bro.
It's a potential out. They have a potential out, but he's getting paid $2 million base salary for next year. But he's getting 1.01 million this year. So he had a 2-year deal.
Oh,
Justice Hill, looking at it right here.
No, that's not right because he's getting paid more than that this year.
I'm gonna pull this whole thing up, put it on the screen. Hang on.
Nah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you what they said on the Raven podcast. Like the actual, like Brian and Mink and all of them, they said that there's nobody under contract. That's what they were discussing. JK, you can go to the podcast. And he's getting paid more than that. He's not getting paid that little. I think he's getting paid about 4 point. Gus is getting what 5 or 6 or something like that. He's getting like what 5 or something like that. 5 or 6. I know Justice Hill is getting like at least like 3 or 4 point million for this year. So maybe they structured it that way, and he's actually getting the whole thing this year. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they did that to length out the contract, You know how they do a 2-year deal? It's really a 1-year deal.
Yeah, so this would have been like a void thing, but it doesn't show like a void. It's actually showing like it's a
No,
regular
but
deal.
well, it wouldn't be a void if they saying showing it for 2 years. I think
Yeah.
that from what I'm getting from what they were saying, he's really signed for 1 year. So
I mean, they got an option, but they can still keep him for that 2 year.
I think he's gone. I mean, at least you're gonna keep him for special team reasons, but I think that's it. Like because either way, he's getting paid. What they were saying is like he's getting paid like three something million. He got to be because I think Gus is making what 4.5.
I can pull his up too, but
Gus is making and JK is only making like the most. I think maybe 2.5. I don't know what the second round of. What's the second round of? What's the second round of? What's their contract? Like you got I think it's 2.5. The most you like when you sign your contract, I think it's 2.5. I'm not sure, but just do something with incentive based, and then come back to the table in the middle of the season or the end of the year. But you got to show that you're fully healthy, bro.
yeah, I'm just tired of all these backs getting in the way of justice, man. Where's the justice for justice, man? This dude has the opportunity to get a shine on, and don't get me wrong, like Melvin back in the day, I was a big fan. I was a big fan of Gordon when he came out of the draft, and I was a big fan when he was doing this thing and with the Chargers. But then nowadays, Melvin, I'm not that big a fan of, and I wanted to see Justice really get some action as far as being able to catch passes out of the backfield and operate in open space because the dude is fast. He is blazing fast. Gus is not under contract in 2024. He's got some restructured stuff that's basically going down the road. That's the void money that's going into those void years, but he will not be under contract. So this is his last year. He's getting paid $1 million as far as his base salary, and he's got a signing bonus of 1.2 with the restructure bonus of 460,000, and his cap hit is 2.7 million this year.
You got to total all that stuff up, bro, because they both get paid a lot more than that for this 1 year.
Right now, he's basically almost getting three. He's almost getting $3 million.
No, he's getting more than that. I don't. They said like 4.5.
Who, Gus?
This for this last season.
Yeah, his dead cap number is 4.6, but his total salary this year right now is almost it's just a little bit under $3 million. So his cash advance was 3.794. So there's your almost 4 right there. But the yearly cash is 3.384 right now.
I don't know. You gotta listen to they should know. They know better than we do.
Brooke said she liked justice.
You gotta listen to the podcast when they were talking about as far as the caps. Mm-hmm. I mean, as far as the money is.
All right. So Delicious says JK deserves to be paid, but not at the level of Saquon. Oh yeah, we definitely agree on that.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he hasn't proven anything. He can't get that at all.
You know, because I mean, his agents. You know, he's probably sitting here talking to his agent like, "Hey, go get me paid." And the agent's probably sitting here saying the same thing we said. "Hey, JK, you ain't did nothing yet." I'm just saying, bro, you ain't got above 1,000 yet. And JK's like, "Yo, I had them 4 games, bro." And they like, so.
He's going. I mean, what he holding his hat on is that when he's there, things are different. 1 and number 2, when he's there, his average is ridiculous. What are you averaging? Like close to 6.0 a carry.
I think in those games he was like pretty high on the average.
5.6.
Yeah, it was high. It was high. It was above 6.
Yeah, so I mean that's what he's hanging his hat on, but Ravens hanging his hat on like we ain't paying you. Your ass ain't playing. We ain't gonna pay you to sit on the couch.
Nah. That's what they need to pay me for.
We gonna pay you to be on the couch. We got couch rider for that.
Yeah, the couch rider. That's what I get paid for.
We got couch rider to sit on the couch.
And if I hold out, that really doesn't help me right now. So I gotta stay active in.
Exactly. Stay active. So
yeah.
I mean, we can't do nothing about him. But what you think about Van Noy with the visit?
Honestly, I'm tired of them bringing in all this extra help at the outside linebacker position because I want our guys to not get reps taken away from them. I want Ajabo and Owe to ball out. I want them to do their dang thing with no restriction. Let them boys fly.
But do you think? All right, but he's been. Only reason I like the fact that they brought him in is because Tyus is. We don't know what's going on with Tyus.
Yeah.
His knee flared up, but he's also. I don't think Ajabo and Owe are at the level yet to where like Tyus can play off the ball.
Like I just want to see him like in preseason. Let's just see what two bookend outside linebackers do.
Somebody got to play the Sam. Somebody got to be the rush.
Yeah,
that's the way our defense set up. Somebody got to be the same. Who's going to drop back and who's good enough to drop back right now?
Yeah,
they still trying to figure out how to go forward. Like so, who's going?
Oh, Brooke don't pay some money.
Yeah, damn. She.
Hang on, girl. What's up? She said, "How do we feel about MP signing with the Raiders?"
He going home, and I'm mad, but
you know I can't blame him. You know I think
do nothing to help. I tell you, we ain't do nothing to help, boy. Yeah. We do nothing to help. Oh boy, better be nice, B. I'm telling you that right now.
Caillou Blue Kelly.
No, I'm not even talking about Caillou. I'm talking about what's my man, Rocky Sin. He better handle his business.
You got Rocky Sin. We got Daryl Worley over there with a lot of experience. You got Caillou Blue. I mean, we picked up a lot of vets that can help out, be that extra hope. But I'm hoping Caillou plays up in camp. I'm hoping
we picked up to play on the outside.
Like I said, we got so you got. I mean, Daryl Worley was with us last year.
Yeah, but he ain't no starter. He just he on and off.
I feel like he gave Chase his run for his money for a bit there during that was it the last game of the season?
The last game of the season, brother. Don't hang your hat on that.
I mean, it was like
good money.
You could see the battle. You could see the intensity between us two. You saw Worley like step up.
That's bad money. That's bad money you talking right there. That ain't good money. It's bad money right there.
What you mean?
It might be monopoly money he talking. He talking monopoly.
I'm telling you, the dude got talent, bro.
Somebody painted the money. It was really green and it was really blue, and they painted it green on you.
Give me no monopoly money, man. They ain't give me no monopoly money.
You get monopoly money if you thought that Worley did his number on Chase.
I felt like he was competitive. Trayvon Mullen was another one.
You gotta be competitive. You in the league. You better give me another reason.
Yeah, I'm not saying that these guys are going to come in and be absolute superstars, but I am saying that I think between Rocky Sin and between Caillou Blue, I hope one of those two are able to show up and show out and be a decent hold on that other side of the field.
You just gave up on Davis, huh?
Well, I mean, Worley too. Like I said, Worley be there. He's great.
You gave up on Davis. You drafted him last year.
I ain't seen nothing from Davis yet, bro. You ain't seen nothing
from Caillou. You already.
I ain't seen nothing from Caillou. That's what I'm saying. These are the guys that I'm kind of hoping in. I do want to see Davis show up, but we ain't heard nothing.
I ain't heard nothing either about Caillou. I ain't heard nothing really about Rocky Sin. Except maybe what's the name? Maybe Marlon gave him. All right, Marlon gave him a little bit of love. All right, but that's it. But y'all gotta give me better. Y'all gotta do better than that, though.
Brooke, I thought you was cussing for a second. I was like, what in the heck is she saying? I can't put that on the screen.
Forgot.
Yeah, I forgot it was Fago. Yeah, okay, we'll just go with that. Fago signed with the Patriots. That was the middle linebacker. Just remember, it was Fago, right?
Who's Fago? I'm trying to think. I can't think who Fago is.
He was a Mike, but he yeah, things just didn't work out with us. So I thought he was gonna be explosive here last year, and it just didn't happen.
See, that's how.
Hey, I just got some breaking news from Nathan on my phone here. Hang on. And it says NFL star running backs Christian McCaffrey, Najee Harris, J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard, and Joe Mixon were in attendance for Austin Eckler's Zoom meeting in collaboration with NFLPA to discuss the depressed market for backs, per league sources. Dalvin Cook was invited, but I think he was busy. He was like, all right, y'all, forget y'all, man. I'm finna sign a deal. He said he was invited, but he was on a flight home from a football camp for kids. So, yeah. But like I said, it's going to turn into a replacement situation with scabs and whatnot, man.
You can't. Some people you can't replace, man.
Yeah. And I get it. Like, but, you know,
Yeah,
what if
you're not gonna replace
what if Keaton Mitchell comes in, you know, JK says, forget y'all, I'm not playing, right?
I don't think
Mitchell takes this opportunity and turns it all the way up.
But I don't think he don't have any leverage. The only one that don't have no leverage on that whole call is really JK. He don't have no leverage.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs has leverage. He played a full season, plus he was the leading rusher. See, this is they all
Dalvin stay hurt too, right?
Who?
Dalvin Cook. Like, you had to have a solid backup back in Minnesota because you knew Dalvin was going to give you a solid 6 games, and then all of a sudden he's down.
He not down that far. Not if you still hitting over 1,000 yards the way he hitting over 1,000. Now if you averaging what you averaging, so he not down that far.
Yeah, he was close. I love watching him. When he was healthy, I'm like, dude, this dude is sick. But it was like his backup had to be ready to go. Like, he couldn't be sitting on the bench eating chips.
They didn't win when he was back. That's what I'm saying. Like, certain team. What about Derrick Henry?
Yeah, well, Henry, you didn't necessarily. I mean, you knew he was going to be the workhorse. You knew that was.
Those are people that these are backs that they all deserve their money. Mm-hmm. Not one of them don't deserve their money. JK the only one that can't hold out. They can hold out. He can't hold out.
No, he can't. You got to show. You got to show because Gus sitting there waiting. You know,
they gonna get paid. Look, if you don't, Josh Jacobs, he done already made twice as much money as JK.
Yeah,
it's the first round draft pick. So is Saquon. And they got more years. They've been in the league a little bit longer than him. You know what I mean? So what you gonna do?
Stream the
fact at this point.
Right. All right, so he said that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream. The fact that they invited JK and Najee, even though the rest of them are way better, says something. It just yeah.
Najee, another one that's next up. Najee is gonna get paid. JK is up. But Najee, I think, am I not mistaken? Najee, this is his 4th season too, correct? Didn't they come out the same year?
Najee came out.
This is his 3rd
year 4.
This is his 3rd year. No, this is Najee's 3rd year, so he's gonna be the next one up, and he's a first-round draft pick. So again, and he's a Pro Bowl. He's a 2-time Pro Bowl running back.
Mm-hmm.
He's going. You got to invite certain people. You got to invite the backs that are. They're up. Their payday is up. The only one that was what's the name there from the Cowboys?
Zeke?
No, forget Zeke. We're talking about, yeah.
I think Tony Pollard was there.
Yeah.
Yep, Tony Pollard was there.
Yeah, Pollard's payday is up. All of them, they got to get paid. They deserve to get paid.
Mm-hmm. Like Joe Mixon, Joe Mixon deserved to get paid. He's been silently one of the better backs in the league. He deserves to get his check.
Up because he keep doing stupid stuff on that, off the field.
Yeah.
So he had to restructure his deal.
3rd for Najee. He said he remembers due to fantasy. Oh, that's important. It plays a big factor in people learning football. So I ain't mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, it's the 3rd year coming up.
Yeah. And when the fantasy drafts come up, man, like this is gonna be. I think we should start like a league with ourselves here with the people in the room. I figure we got 7, 9. We get one more person who probably dropped off early, whatever, come in the room and play. We start a fantasy draft here live one night on the show.
Crazy.
It'd be a lot of fun. We are sitting at 1 hour and 14 minutes, folks. 1 hour 14. We have got the decision has came in. My guy is going to be a Raven. Kendall is going. He said he made the decision. He signed the contract. He is.
You got it. We need to see that you get rid of everything that's Broncos.
Oh yeah, you know what? That would be a show. Kendall, you probably gonna have to come over here And what we're going to do is we're going to set up the fire pit outside. I'll bring the podcast live outside to the fire pit, and we will burn some donkey stuff together.
If you do that, man, I feel bad for you if you do that. Okay.
And we will get him a complimentary jersey. He can go ahead and slide it on. Let's say, we got a few of them upstairs. We got Anquan, we got Tori. I got Chris McAllister. That's a little bit big. I got Ed. I got Ray. I have a Nada, but that was kind of bought bootleg, and it's a little blue now, but don't worry about that. We got who else we got? Of course, we got Lamar, but you can't get that one, bro. You can't get that one. I think I got 2 Lamars. Maybe you can get one of my Lamars. Maybe. Let's see. You can probably get the black Lamar because I just got a new purple Lamar. So, anyway, Brooke is saying she forgot she got rusty, and DC said he won his league, but also Brooke is saying it's time, and she sucks at fantasy. All right, so if it is time, any last attacks, shots, any comments on the newest Raven in the building, or newest Ravens fan?
I need to see how real this is.
It's true, man. It's true. He's my friend. I vouch for Kendall and his Raven status. I know he's tired of Russ Face Wilson and what's going over there with the Broncos. I know it's got to be a lot of frustration with the turnover and things going on over there in that organization. So I know he's with us 100%. I think the only thing that we actually tie him to the Broncos is that really nice corner they got over there is Surtain. But other than that, he's with us, man. He with the Ravens. Yeah, that's.
We're gonna see. You got to see your property. Got to see your property, sir.
He said, I got a bootleg Hamilton jersey that says Hamilton. Oh my God. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. All right. Well, we appreciate y'all coming through, man. Appreciate y'all coming through to the home of Original Sports Perspective from our couch to yours. Hey, do me a favor. Find me 13 people, man. Look, just 13 people. And I'll do a small raffle or something. Maybe a little gift card, a little Amazon gift card, something. Let me get to 1,200, man. Get us to 1,200. We sitting here. We've been thinking about it. I appreciate y'all.
You have to stop disappearing now. School's over.
Yeah, school's over. So I got to keep real, I gotta appear, got to do more shows, make sure that we do our thing, Let's see. So let's last shot or last thing, man. Look, I appreciate everybody for being patient with me, for finishing that master's degree.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah, so we can get back to it. DC, congratulations, man. This is huge for us in our careers. So now I can go chase after something that I want to do now that I did what I had to do. So 2 more years left in the military after December. And I'm going to go ahead and hang up my cleats, retire. And then I'm going to go do something maybe public relations related. But until then, let's get these shows going, man. I'm bringing green screen back. This is the home of Original Sports Perspective. From our couch to yours. I'm your host, your couch rider Raven, my main man Cam Rue. 2 claps, fade to black.
Peace.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens. Couch Rider. Raven. We gon' ride out. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby. Original Sports Perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report. It's reflective. Please respect me. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White rap for the beat, though.